Hello and welcome to building a randomized Mario Maker level, number 7. You guys probably know the drill by now, but if you don't, we're going to use some random wheels, we're going to spin them, see what items and game style and course themes we get, and then that's what I'm going to base a level off of that I'm going to make. Let's head to the random wheel. Alright, here we are. Time to see what the game style is going to be. And we have New Super Mario Bros. Alright, next up we're going to be seeing what the course theme is. Hope it's something good. It is snow theme. Next we're going to be picking 3 of the options on this wheel right here. Since we finished the wheel in the last episode, we get to add everything back onto the wheel and start over. So we have a ton of options we can do. So let's see which ones we get. The first one is... let's see what we get. P-switch. Next we have cannon. And finally we have fire bars. Next we'll be seeing if there is a boss, and if so, who they are. Let's see who we get. Windy. And lastly, we're going to see if it's going to be night or day. See what we get? We got night. Alright, let's hop into the building process. Alright, here we go. We're back at it again. Starting off this level, I'm making a little staircase to do a jump into a ramp that's going downwards. So I start doing that, but I add some cannons into the wall. Right about here. And now I'm trying to figure out how they spin, how they work. I'm putting them in the wall, see if they go through the wall. So I end up putting 3 cannons here. And I start working on my jump into a slide. So I put the slope down. And I start building the whole platform. So I can jump into a slide there. I build some floor and I start the cave. I start a cave, but it's not really a cave. It's like you're entering in like an iceberg kind of area. But I put some icicles there, which when you look at it weird, kind of looks like snake teeth. But I wanted to put cannons, so you have to use cannons to hop up, but then I remembered you could just wall jump up. So I ended up putting fire bars instead and making you wall jump up there. But you just have to dodge the fire bars. So once you do that, I add cannons, so I want you to ride on cannons, so you can ride on the cannonballs. You jump across the cannonballs across the gap. I start adding a ceiling, because caves need ceilings. I put some fire bars down here to make like a little pit of fire bars. And I make them to where, I have to redo it, and I make it to where every other one is opposite, so there's always fire down there, so every time you fall down there's fire. So basically I make sure that you can get across, and I realize an extra one will come, so I could do a cool secret area for that extra one. So I start to make what you're going to do if you don't get the secret path, and it's just going to be some piranha plant pit that you have to do that over. But then I made the secret area, put one up and a 30 coin up there, so if you can jump on that extra cannonball. I realized you can just jump without using the P-switches, so I had to move those up to where you couldn't. Now you have to use the P-switch to get there. So make sure the cannon is possible, like passing over is possible, and you can, it is very possible. So I start adding the ceiling for this area. And then I can end the cave there. So now I'm working on this pipe, but I didn't want it to be a singular pipe, so I started doing the thing where you put some 4 hard blocks as the corners. But then I looked at it and I realized the pipe should probably have both ends pointing each way, so I did that. And now you have a little cool pipe structure for me to build the boss room. So I start working on the boss room, and it takes a while because I was still trying to figure out how I'm not really sure how the like rooms work, like when you build a room and like the camera stops at a point. I think I figured it out. I think it's like one wall of ground, like the ground for that level. But it took me a while to figure that out. So I instead built a giant ton of ice all around here and started copying the squares across. Very easy way to get ice. And then when I played it, it just stopped, which worked out well, but it mean I did that for nothing. And I was like, that is a little too easy. Also, I tried to make it small where it wouldn't break the walls, but I kind of thought it was cool that it was starting to break the walls, so I kept it like that. I made her big again. And I made those out of ice so those don't break, because I don't want that to break. I want the walls to break. And it's a lot harder when it's big and you have all the stuff in the middle to dodge. So I did that. It gets very hard if you don't have a power-up, which I will add later. I added doors. I had some doors that you need to use to get through after you defeat her. I start building the wall. I add onto that after I was done recording because you could still see past it, but it's fixed now. I use my pipe thing I built earlier to continue this pipe, which I thought was cool. That was a fun way of doing that. So I start to build like a secret area. You know, something if you go back to, you can grab the secret stuff in it, you know. You'll understand more. I'm doing a bad job of explaining it, which is not good because that's my whole job right now. Anyways, I start decorating the cave with the semi-solid blocks. I made the entrance the waterfall kind of block. I made the middle part like a transition blue wall, and then I made a dark black one, like dark blue black cave wall color. So now there's semi-solid blocks there, and then I just let it open up because I like the star background there, and in the boss battle I kept it too. So I added an acorn power up here, and I continued the rest of the level over here. So I did like semi-solid platforms that you're gonna jump across, and I put enemies in the level because I had forgotten to do that, and I thought, oh, I should probably do some instead of just platforming challenges, even though it's not really that hard. So I put some snow pokies there. And then I built like an iceberg shaped thing. It was supposed to be an iceberg, but then it turned into the rest of the level, so it's not an iceberg anymore. But right now it is, and it gives you a P-switch, which you didn't have to travel, so I made sure that you can jump across those, which you can jump across them all. So I tested the P-switch out here, and now you can get across the secret thing, if you want to. But the P-switch is mostly made for this, so you can actually get across there. And this is where I ditch the iceberg idea and just make... I tried to make something where you like fall into a pit, but it didn't work and I knew it wouldn't. I tried fire bars, it wouldn't work, so I just made it all ice. Anyways, here's the full level if you want to watch that.
Oh yeah, Mario time!
Here is the link code if you want to play my level. If you do, make sure to like it. That's going to be it for today's video. If you want to play the course, ID was on screen earlier. If you like this video, make sure to leave a like, and if you want to see more of this, make sure to subscribe. Hope you tune in next week. We're doing some more of that Pokemon Nuzlocke I started. See ya!